Yeah, that's nasty, man.
They learned that from you there.
Yes.
See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money.
Come on. Come on.
I'm not worth your Red Lobster money.
Oh, Jesus. Come on.
I ain't worth your St. John knit. Y'all can't afford it no how. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton.
Come on.
I ain't worth your Prada.
Come on.
I'm not worth your Gucci.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Mother, I'm saying this, and I promise you, Deaconine, it's not with respect of want. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying. I even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch in Sam's.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters.
What up, dog? What up, dog? Welcome to another tantalizing Thursday. Yes. Come on in. Get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Relax. Sit back. We're going to kick it on this topic. But first, I'd like to thank all y'all for coming in, being my friend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all. Now, and my co-host, we got SG in the building. Hey, Shonda, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? We just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Just getting everything started on tonight's show, you know what I'm saying? My co-host, Lady Dimples, she had to do some important things tonight, so she won't be with us. But we got SG in the building.
Hello, hello.
You know what I'm saying? So tonight's topic, spiritual misguidance. Spiritual misguidance.
It's not deep there.
Yeah, it is. Now, I'm a first start by saying we ain't gonna group them together, so we got all the good pastors. I'm saying it right now. All the good pastors, we gonna put them to the side. No, they ain't got nothing to do with this. Y'all keep on preaching, keep on saving souls. This has nothing to do with y'all. You know,
right.
But to all you skanking ass pastors,
Oh, goodness.
you know, that's what I'm gonna call it. It's skanky, shiesty. That's what you are. You know, as the opening clip. Movado Watch. People cheap. You know. Well, you could have bought your own Movado Watch here.
Man.
Movado Watches in Sam's.
You ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand what this skanking pastor hood is all about. You know, you're supposed to be saving souls and you worried about your arm piece.
Right.
Sir, I got a nice arm piece. I ain't asked the soul for it.
Right.
What? Okay, so tell me, I would want to know personally, what would the Movado Watch do? Would it help you preach better? What is the watch going to do? You know, because one, the ministry ain't about watches and suits, shoes and boots, closets and new suits,
Right.
Gucci, Prada. None of that. It's about the Father and the Creator. I ain't understanding why would your people be considered cheap because they ain't putting in on your Movado watch. I mean,
So as a product of the church, for me, it's a little different because I've seen it firsthand on both ends. And, I've seen a lot of pastors who use that as a come up, basically. So, uh, it's still awful to see that people are still doing that right now to this day, and that they are misguiding their congregations, thinking that they're obligated to do certain things. There is certain obligations that you have as a congregation, but a Movado watch is not a number one priority to give for your pastor. Now, if that's something you just want to do out the goodness of your heart, because you love your pastor like that, then that's different. But you're literally forcing people to buy you something in a
man,
materialistic manner. So that's crazy to me.
the Movado watch, and pastors out here wanting their congregation to get them Cadillacs and $10 million jets and planes and all this nonsense, and it's like, well, what is that going to do? What is that proving? Well, what is it? When it's not about that. It ain't
Right.
about prosperity, money. He wants you to live a good life. Yes, he does. That is in there. But he also says endurance. It's a word in there that's called endure. He said you will endure. You have to endure. So that means good and bad. There's a pretty much a amount of both that you gonna endure. So it's like nobody wants to endure. You just wanna keep this prosperity like, oh, it's just blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. No, it's some hardship that you're
Right.
gonna have to endure. And your Movado watch ain't doing nothing but adding to the hardship, sir. People are already struggling out here to buy food and get gas and all this other good stuff out here.
Right. Right.
Come on, man. You want a Movado watch? Well, why you ain't giving out none?
Mm.
But yeah, we're gonna jump into this first song and then we're gonna get back to this topic.
State the facts, never gave a reason. You should take me back. Should've realized we were the perfect match. Everything you had in me, I gave it back. Now I'm crying on this track like, what can I do to get right back in love with you? Plain and simple, I gotta beg for I know I let you down. What I didn't know, I'm not proud. Watching these walls come crumbling down. I lost it all, I lost it all. Tell me what I'm supposed to do now. Feels like I broke the law and I'm doing time. Making no excuses for the man I was. I lost it all, I lost it all. Don't wanna fade to black, beating for your kisses like a maniac. Ooh, I can't feel my heart is tearing me apart. How do I repair these scars? Now I'm crying on this track like, what can I do to get right back in love again? I ain't too proud to beg. I know I let you down. What I didn't know, I'm not proud. Watching these walls come crumbling down. I lost it all. Tell me what I'm supposed to do now. Just like I broke the law and I'm doing time. Making no excuses for the man I was. I lost it all, baby. I lost fight for us.
Lost It All by Melion.
Yeah, that was hot.
East Side Salute. Yes, indeed. Trying to tell you that was hot.
Yeah, very much so.
Keep them coming, Melion. Boy,
yeah, we like that.
I'm gonna add that to my playlist. So, back to this topic. So when it comes to these bad leaders, there are different categories that we got together and put them in.
Yeah, it was fun hearing you guys get that listing together for the different categories. But I know the very first one, because it seems like the most common now, is the materialistic leader. So, we already saw the pastor about the Movado. And so he definitely falls into that category of being a materialistic leader. That's cut and dry. We know that offhand that's what he is. But there was another scenario recently involving a pastor out of Brooklyn. This pastor was robbed of $1 million in jewelry during a live service between him and his wife. So between the two of them, they had $1 million worth of jewelry on. Which first for me, I'm like, why do you have $1 million worth of jewelry on at a church service?
In church,
But he basically was saying that, oh yeah, it's right here. He states that it's not about his material things, but it's about what happened to him. And of course, the guys came in at gunpoint. And, it was a church full of people. They were coming in specifically for him. So, I think we have a video. We do have a video. So, why don't we take a look at that one?
Right now at 5:30, more trouble for a Brooklyn bishop robbed during a Sunday service while it was streamed online. He is now being sued by a former parishioner. Welcome back. I'm Christine Johnson.
And I'm Dick Brennan. The bishop robbed at gunpoint last Sunday says there's been too much focus on his lifestyle and not enough on the crime that happened inside his church.
As CBS 2's Andrea Grimes reports, it comes amid a lawsuit filed against him.
And he must have knew something about a robbery. Are you kidding me? Let my church give us some sympathy.
Bishop Lamar Whitehead fiercely defending himself at a press conference today, speaking just steps away from his Canarsie church that became a crime scene last weekend.
Yo, all right.
Police say 3 armed suspects caught on video robbed the bishop and his wife during last Sunday's service of $1 million worth of jewelry. Whitehead says instead of focusing on the terrifying crime and search for suspects, he believes the media has wrongly focused on his criminal history and what some describe as his lavish lifestyle.
Why is Fendi, Louis, and Gucci, why can't we wear that in the church? I'm not on a salary with my church. It's about having multiple streams of income. That's it.
Whitehead says he was previously convicted wrongfully of grand larceny and scheme to defraud. He also addressed a lawsuit filed against him last September by a church member. The suit alleges Whitehead promised, quote, in exchange for $90,000, he would assist plaintiff in purchasing and renovating a house. Instead, court documents allege Whitehead took the money and used it to help buy a $4.4 million home for himself in Saddle River, New Jersey.
I can't get into the legality of this fictitious claim against me.
Whitehead has talked about his relationship with Mayor Adams, describing him as a mentor and friend. Today, the mayor weighed in.
Lamar and any other individual that I support, I continue to try to mentor. As a black man, I have an obligation to mentor other black men that had negative encounters in their lives and other people in general.
An attorney for the plaintiff in that lawsuit had no comment. Meantime, Whitehead is calling on the 3 suspects in the robbery to turn themselves in. In Canarsie, Brooklyn, Andrea Grimes, CBS 2 News.
Yeah.
That shit.
I want to say to people on Tantalizing Thursday, welcome our brother Tay Gunna Beats to the show.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Glad to make it. Glad to make it.
Yeah, bro. The topic for the night is these skanking ass pastors, bro. What you think? What you think?
Man, I've been seeing. What I think is a lot of them need to be cutting out a lot of these churches. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them just trying to get a quick buck off of sermons or just having a congregation come together, man, just trying to make a couple of dollars. You know what I mean? A lot of churches be trying to raise money to keep the lights on for the church, like you seen the other, like you just seen my man's 90,000,
and that was just a drop in the bucket.
90,000. Yeah, that's just a drop.
And the nigga had on $1 million worth of jewelry in church, him and his wife. $1 million worth of jewelry. I feel like as a pastor, you just smacking your congregation in the face because a lot of your congregation is struggling. But you standing there and your wife sitting there, y'all got $1 million worth of jewelry on. Y'all live in a mansion. You know what I'm saying? These people living in little shack houses trying to make it every day. And you standing up there passing that collection plate every motherfucking Sunday, you ain't helping the soul. And then talk about, oh, what it's all about is having multiple streams of income. Nigga, use a motherfucking lie to let me tell you what it's about is saving souls, sir.
Man, so this was the other part that kind of got me was how he got on the news and he's like, well, it's just about what happened. But then he turns around because he's saying it's not about the material things. It's not about what I have. So I pulled a video for y'all and I'm gonna have y'all watch this and y'all tell me what y'all think. Because immediately after he was robbed, he then goes live with this video.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Bishop Whitehead, and I'm gonna walk y'all into my prayer closet. This is my prayer closet, and one would think that, wow, look at your closet. Got all my priestly robes and more. Designer coats, you name it. Gucci, Louis, you name it. Fendi, you name it. More coats. And then when you walk into my shoe closet, every designer wear for days. But I didn't come on to talk about designer wear or wealth.
I'm with my brother Jai, y'all. We out on the golf course, y'all.
No doubt.
What's
I'm
up?
having a little burger, you know.
Yeah, tell me, leave me alone, man.
Leave my brother alone, man. He out here just trying to do his job, man. You know, man, keep the people honest, man. That's it.
So what y'all think? What y'all think?
I'm gonna let bro go first.
No. Say your deal. I'm still trying to gather my mind together.
Nigga. Fraud ass. You hear what I'm saying? Oh, you didn't come on to talk about your fucking Fendi and all that shit. What that look like to me, because I'm hood fam, you know what that look like to me? is that you saying to the niggas that robbed your punk ass is that, oh nigga, y'all ain't
Thank you.
did shit.
Y'all ain't did
No, they
nothing.
said thank you. They
That's a
saying
fuck
thank
it
you.
look
Come
like to
again.
me.
They saying
You
thank
know
you.
what I'm
Come again.
saying? Because I'm gonna use your words that you use when you walked in your prayer closet. And
But this the thing to get me though. He did all the right procedures to get the young crowd's attention. He showed his garments and everything first,
Right.
and then turned around and said, "That ain't what I want to talk about." So
Right.
he gathered he knew what he was doing. He scheduled that perfectly.
Yeah.
Gather you in, and then after he gathered you in, I don't want to talk about this.
Man.
Sir, you already talked about it.
Right.
About two closets ago.
but did you hear what he said it was though?
Prayer
He
closet.
said it was his prayer closet.
Maybe he
I
doesn't
mean,
know the true
Flat
definition of
out
what a
on
prayer closet
Tantalizing
is.
Thursday, my guy. Let me extend it a little more.
What about Ja Rule at the end?
You know, Ja didn't want to take that
Defending,
picture. You know, he
defending
didn't want.
him.
Ja didn't want to take. Ja didn't want to even say shit to them. He's like, "You see me? I'm enjoying my burger."
Right? Leave me alone.
He said, "Why don't you tell him to leave me alone?" He's like, "Man, leave this brother alone." That's all he can say. After that, I'm going back to my burger.
Do you know everything in his
Man.
closet would take care of so many people that you know you
Wow.
didn't have that all that money. You bring all that money back to the fold. Know how many people you could help for real? Know how many lives you could push on into the next direction? No, no, no. You wanna be a sucker duck ass motherfucker and take people money and live the life you wanna motherfucking live.
He literally walking on people's souls.
Man.
To get to the top, he had to do what? Fuck over some people.
He walking on people's souls for
Walking on
real.
them. You standing in the pulpit, then your wife sitting in the first row, and y'all got on $1 million worth of jewelry, and your congregation sitting behind you, and they clap for you. I call that brainwashing. Yes, I do. Y'all should have been up there, the ones robbing his ass.
Well, the congregation might be in on the 90,000 and the rest of that shit. It takes a team.
Well, the 90,000 that he got from the research that I did was from an older lady.
Yeah, that's why he got
Why
robbed.
they got robbed. Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah,
So
because
you
the
can't be
son came and
taken.
robbed. The son came
I
and
know.
robbed their ass.
Yep. Like, you done took all this money from my mama.
And here we is to get it.
You know?
All of it.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
half of it. We coming to get half of it because a lot of that shit you got on ain't even probably real.
Man.
Oh no, that shit was probably real.
I'm saying.
All that shit in that nigga closet, I believe that it was between both of them. That's all they had on $500,000 worth of jewelry each. Hell, that covered the 90,000.
Yeah, they got that right.
Shit, with interest.
Straight to the pawn shop.
They knew when to come. They knew when to come get that though.
Man.
You know, I'm just tired of it. You know what I'm saying? These skanking ass pastors out here. Like I said at the beginning of the show, all my good pastors, we have sat to the side.
Yes.
Right.
We
Oh,
talking
yeah, some
about
great
y'all
ones
tonight.
out here for sure.
Keep preaching, keep saving souls.
My pastor's great, Reverend Kenneth Taylor. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Representing. Shout out to the Reverend. You know, and I want to give a shout out to a Reverend Willie Smith. My first pastor that I was under, that I heard the word from, New Mount Pleasant Baptist Church. It was on Canfield Street, East Side. Bam. You know, shout out to Reverend Smith who started the word in this here body, and my mans who married me and my wife, Rev Robinson.
That's just like. That's
out.
just like. Excuse me, I didn't mean to break it up. The shout outs. That puts. I mean, dude, you can put Mace in that category, couldn't you?
The rapper?
Yeah.
Shiesty.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you one thing though. He good at sharing the word. He has an outstanding sermon every time. Matter of fact, I can't say he's a part of that type of group because he give away a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I've been saying I haven't really heard anything that's made him be extra shiesty like that.
Yeah, he give away a lot of stuff.
I know that he changed, quote unquote, from what he was doing to what he's doing now.
Yeah, he's back into music again. You know what I'm saying? But that'll put you into the shiesty realm, won't it?
Yeah, 'cause you can't straddle the fence.
You can't be jumping back and forth. That's for sure.
Can't straddle the fence. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying?
The second category that you guys had came up with, the womanizing pastor.
Oh. The whoremongering pastor.
Oh.
You know, and I know that you guys remember. Let me see if I can pull them up.
Pastor Wilson from Texas.
The kid.
Y'all remember that one?
The
I mean, I don't think you can really forget that one.
Man, I can't forget that. I remember that one.
Yeah, easy. You know.
The kitty liquor.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
You would tell me, man, because I'm gonna pour me a glass of nice Coca-Cola.
Let me tell you something. You a pastor. You got filmed licking cat.
God damn.
Wow.
Next time, if there is one, because you probably will do it again. Why don't you dye your beard?
Something.
Old ass, skanking ass pastor. You fall into the core category of, you're out here licking cat. I mean, getting taped doing it. And then you stand in the pulpit giving somebody some type of Jesus lesson.
She remember him.
She do?
That's what she said.
I hope you remembering his ass for the wrong shit. Hope you ain't thinking about none of the.
I mean, I'm pretty sure every woman that saw that remembered him.
I'm pretty sure. Was probably thinking that, hey, it should have been me.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot of nasty
watching out here, man. It just these skanking ass pastors, man. And you getting ordained, just to screw over people, man, and use the good book and the good word to do your due diligence.
Yeah. I mean, people been doing that for a long time.
Your skanking ass.
They've been manipulating what the word says and using that to get people to do what they want them to do. So it's unfortunate, but that's how a lot of people get over. I won't say a lot, but some get over, and that's in leadership. So like I said, it's coming from a church child, so
that's power.
I can just about say I've seen it all.
That's power of that pulpit.
That's right. I tell you, I came up playing drums in the church, and I done been all over some places, playing and sitting and listening, and over the years, and the first pastor, Reverend Smith, he said it to his congregation, don't come here every Sunday and just get the word from me. Get it for yourself. Learn it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, to the person that only believe, I ain't even talking to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe, that's your business. But for those who believe, you need to go find out what that word is for yourself. You got to read it. I read it 4 times. These 2 times, I ain't know what was going on. But these 2 times, I started to understand. So you have to gain your understanding of it yourself. You can't let a preacher just preach to you, because as you can see, preachers do what they want to do. Some of them, not all of them. But these type of preachers, they do what they want to do. And then you pay for it. Look at your community around you and how they living, and then look at how you living. Look at your community. They ain't out there doing nothing. They ain't picking up no trash. They ain't talking to no people. They ain't trying to pull in no souls for real. Because the ministry is about capturing souls. So what you capturing with a Movado watch, or what you capturing licking pussy? What you capture? What souls you capturing with your tongue in some girl's clitoris,
Man.
Reverend?
He did get on there afterwards and he apologized about the situation. But I guess his whole apology boiled down to the fact that he was a man and, he liked what he liked. And, that was pretty much the whole apology at the end of it. He basically was saying, forget y'all. So,
Well, in the
but I think,
past, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
In the past, it's been like this. Some preachers are using their talent to win over a wife. Some are there just to get the money.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But there are some that's just strictly genuine, by the book. Now, my question is, when do you start looking at the female as she's gonna be in on it? Why do you even have to have that type of person? That's some evil shit, first of all. For you to be in that type of situation, to be spreading that type of situation, and then turn around and get somebody else involved in that situation to be the same person that you are.
Oh, you mean like a couple as a couple doing it, scamming together as a couple?
Scamming together.
Yeah.
Sorry, it took me a minute to describe it.
Oh no, we knew what you were talking about, bro. That's why I was like,
So I know of a situation like that where this pastor, the pastor will remain nameless at this time, but he basically is a church jumper. So he goes to a church and he scams them. And when they find out, then he and his wife leave and they go to another church and they start over. And they've been doing this for years. But I just recently found out that that's what they were doing. And, that was kind of my thing, too. How do you have a wife that's down with the cause? But I guess that would be the same thing if you was in the streets. Your partner is going to be down with you.
Yeah.
She could ride or die, Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah. So, even in the church, it being that that's a hustle, he a con man, she going to be down.
Man.
Yeah, I knew a pastor wife that would clear out the church's account before they leave.
Man.
Break the whole account, and they go past another church in another state somewhere. They done took tens and 20s and 30s of thousands of dollars from the church and done bailed town.
Right.
Well, that deserves a crack your head upon thee.
Man.
Crack your head upon thee.
That's me. Because there ain't no way in hell you gonna just take my money. Because I've heard a lot of pastors take some congregations' money, man.
Yeah, and they run with it.
And I want to say this. I want to clarify this. They only got one person to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm just on shit talkology tonight. You know what I'm saying? No judgment.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because they only got one person to deal with. I ain't the father and I can't pass judgment. I can just talk shit. So this is just talk shitology tonight. You hear me? About these stinking ass pastors.
Damn, that's a good word, man.
Y'all coining those.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like it's because of technology, a lot of these pastors are getting caught more and more, and it's coming to the forefront more than it used to because, they used to do this type of stuff back in the day, but it wasn't on Instagram, it wasn't on Facebook, I know pastors that's got 2 and 3 different families,
All they was dealing with was MySpace.
Can I say this?
MySpace.
The women of church, stop going to church after the pastor.
Right.
Lengthen that skirt. lengthen it on down,
Yeah.
loosen them pants. You know, they gotta be so tight. You ain't
And
gotta be showing all that cleavage.
yeah, and sit your godly self down.
And sit your godly self down. Man, you took the words right out my head, bro. East side. Damn, I'm trying to tell you.
Sit
Sit
your
your godly
godly
self
self
down.
down.
Well,
Stop
from
that.
where I'm from, they do call them. They do got church hoes.
Yo, oh shit.
So, in my opinion, they probably worse than a regular street hoe to me.
Leave that
Straight
pastor
up.
alone because he married. You
Sheesh.
stop tempting. That's temptation. You causing
Nah,
temptation.
yeah, I never met a church HOE, a church hoe.
Oh, bro.
I didn't got some chicks that get down that go to church, but
Bro.
but not a church hoe.
Mm. I come up in church, bro. They there.
Oh my god.
You wanna find you a sanctified saved hoe?
No.
Lord have mercy.
Oh yeah, she sitting her
No.
ass right up in church because she looking for some sanctified saved chick.
He said, no.
They looking. They in there
No sir.
looking.
No sir. I don't. And you wanna know why I don't want that? Because it's too much energy. The negativity is real.
And let me clarify. I ain't talking about all the women in church now.
No.
All the good saved women. I'm sitting y'all to the side.
As well as the pastors.
Talking about y'all.
Please do not blow up SG's
All the
email.
skanking hoes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't shoot
These are
SG.
females that sit in the front row showing they pussy. Flat. Put you some panties on. Lengthen that skirt.
Lord have mercy.
And sit your godly self down.
And stop looking for Jody.
Man.
Because baby boy ain't there. Baby boy ain't
falling
there.
for it.
He definitely not there.
Stop looking up the dress.
And I want to give a special shout out to the one and only SG for always helping us out when things, you know what I mean? We really do appreciate you. That's on deck.
The times get rough. Hey, you right there.
Hey,
Bam.
SG right there.
Thank you.
Shit get bad. SG.
SG.
But yeah, SG, man. But it's just shit crazy, man. I mean,
yeah,
they got a movie out right now. It's not really a con movie or no shit like that, but it's a pastor movie. I don't know if you've seen the previews to it. It was about a husband and a wife sharing the word, and they get notorieties and likes and shit like that on the internet. I mean, it's a lot of pastors out there. And a lot of people wouldn't be making these movies if it wasn't true.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
They out there. But it's how easy that a person can be ordained to become a pastor.
You can go online.
And it's amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? And then you get so good that you could con people into coming into your building and pass a collection plate and then just get rich on top of their heads and then just keep on doing it. Then you just keep on doing it. Then just keep on doing it. You done put your kids through college. You done paid off everything. You done this, that, and the other. And then still people sitting in them seats in that building struggling, homeboy.
And you know what's real tripped out? It's a few of these rappers out here that went into ordained ministry, bro. They marrying people for gimmicks. For real. Doing godly, wannabe godly work.
So sad.
And you over here making fun of it like, oh yeah, I'm gonna marry this motherfucker. I'm gonna just do it for the money. So for $50,000, this famous motherfucker can marry me.
No.
Wow.
That's some bullshit, man.
Yeah, that's
I know
crazy.
people gotta make money, but hey, man, there's just too much going on.
I think that it's like, because it's becoming now where, like I said, with the technology and everything, it's getting deeper and people are getting caught more. And I know that it was a video that I had pulled for you guys where a pastor was confronted by the husband of a lady that he jumped in her DMs on Instagram and was basically talking about having sex with her, but praying with her at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'ma play this for y'all.
Let's get it done. You want me to mute up?
Yep, mute up for me.
Caught the pastor that was in my wife's inbox.
It's the pastor in my wife's inbox. Hey, pastor. Using my wife's inbox. Using my wife's inbox. You was talking about when my wife takes showers, she pray to God, and how she talk about God. Using my wife's inbox. Hey, pastor, how you doing? Using my wife's inbox. Using my wife's inbox, talking about having sex and praying with my wife and stuff. Using my wife's inbox, pastor. How does that feel? You should stare at people's wife's inbox, pastor. Thank you, pastor.
Ooh, it might have been a punch in the cheek. See, pastor? See what happened, pastor?
You muted, bro.
Pastor? You muted, bro.
My bad. I'd have said, hey, bro, hold the camera. It's going down.
Real. It's going down. You know? You got some nerve. You know, this a married man. You trying to bang his wife. When it clearly saying the good word, don't be even doing that part. You ain't supposed to be covered in the man's wife. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You ain't supposed to be messing around.
It's crazy how the nigga was like, what?
He's
talking about who?
Who your wife?
You do this so much that you don't even know who you're
talking
about.
about.
You know, that's messed up. He's talking about who? So, yeah.
You only got one person to answer to. You know what I'm saying? But
two. You got two people to answer to.
Talk shitology tonight.
You got two people to answer to. You got to answer to me and God, nigga.
I was just gonna say it depends on who the husband is.
Two people. You got to answer to me and God,
man,
nigga.
You got off good, man. You inbox my wife. Well, to pastors that do shit like that, inbox my motherfucking wife if you want to.
Lord.
When I walk up on you with the camera, I'm like, take on the beats. Just hold this, bro. It's going down.
It's going down. You talking about graybeard status, no doubt. It should be going down, no bullshit. You come to my old lady DM talking that hogwash shit.
That's on cheese, cuz.
On cheese, cuz all my morals is out the window.
This my mama and my daddy. On them. You gonna see me.
You gotta see me sometime. You know what I mean? Spiritual or non-spiritual, you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this, man. You gotta just think about it. Why are they doing that? It's for attention. They either trying to be the top pastor, the top couple pastor, you know, the top. How can I say that? Or is it even when? Okay, what do you call pastor and the wife? What is that called? Is that a name for it?
Pastor and first lady.
Pastor and first lady.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them out here looking for likes.
Yeah.
Instagram posts.
You heard that shit on Tantalizing
I
Thursday.
knew a dude that he's a pastor.
We're gonna keep his name. We're gonna keep his name
side
on the low.
note, yeah, because I know a lot of pastors. So
Damn.
side note, I'm gonna just say this pastor that I know, he wanted this church so bad. Like he wanted to become a pastor of this church. He wasn't pastoring at the time. And they told him that they didn't want a single pastor. So he went out and found somebody to marry so that he could get the church. He didn't love her. He didn't want to be with her. She didn't love him.
See?
They just got married because he wanted to get that church.
Wow.
See what I'm saying, SG? That's some bullshit.
And
was the person in on it too?
She was in on it.
I knew it.
You know?
Fucking
so it's just like you run into so much stuff that's crazy when it comes to spiritual misguidance.
I'm trying to
you know,
and
you guys had a
who will remain nameless. Shit, nigga was a pastor selling crack.
What?
Ooh, Pastor Nameless.
That's the name that was selling crack. I caught him.
Is he still doing it? Hey, old
Probably.
habits die hard.
That's
But
a real diehard
I caught him
habit.
doing it. I was going to the gas station, give me some blunts, bro. He was coming out. The fiend was standing there trying to hand him the money, and he was like, "Oh, wait, don't give it to me right here." I was like, "Whoa, that's a transaction." And he's a pastor. I know he's a pastor. This is a transaction.
You was over there like,
okay. I see what be happening.
But dig though, let me ask you a question though. He done went to the extreme to do that, knowing that he's a pastor. So you know he got to be doing a lot more shit if he did that.
Yes, sir. And I ain't gonna add to the shit, but I know factually that he did a lot more shit than that.
Oh,
that's wild.
I ain't gonna add to it.
How much? You don't? Do the guilt sit in on the motherfucker?
How Jay-Z said, niggas don't get the message till the weapons is drawn.
Oh damn.
I think that whole thing, and I don't want to go too deep spiritually or religiously or whatever, but there's a saying about money being the root of all evil.
Man.
And it's just like this is what everybody is gunning for in this leadership role. It's all about the money. Who has the biggest church? Who has the biggest car? Who has the finest wife? Who got the most clothes? And y'all supposed to be leading people.
Like, where do it end?
Yeah, y'all whole thing is to get something that's rooted in evil. So it's just crazy to me. But I know that you guys had a final category that y'all was putting pastors into, and it was the what the fuck pastors, because these pastors are beyond ridiculous. Like,
here we come.
These pastors ain't just materialistic. They're not just womanizers or whoremongers. Like, they taking it even further. So I know there was a video where the pastor, quote unquote, dies, and he can only be brought back to life by being given enough money.
Ooh.
So,
you talking about the motherfucker that was laid out?
Yeah.
And everybody have to keep throwing money on top of him while they walking
I'm about to play this for y'all.
I've seen it. This shit is crazy, man.
Okay, mute your mic.
Give it to us, SG.
I don't mean to cut you off, but it's a bunch of dumb motherfuckers that did that.
Man, let's check it out, y'all.
When I first seen that, when I very first seen that, I seen somebody in the comments say, "I'm playing dead next Sunday." I said, "Hell no." You say I'm in the wrong profession. I'm playing dead next Sunday.
Man, and so I'm monitoring comments, and I see a comment that didn't come through where it says it's from Mike Loud, and it says they drunk off money and clout.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. Mike Loud. Mike Loud.
And I think at this point that's what they all getting off on.
For real. 'Cause I mean,
Dog.
come on, man. You know what I can't believe is how people go for this
Yeah.
when when in the world today, shit, we just about need every penny we can get. But after they rack up and they bowl up, they take it all to the back, east side
Chantel.
and
Hello,
sell, bam.
Chantel.
You know, they take all the loot to the back and count it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who profited that night?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they done divvy this shit up. They gonna go live their lives and drink and you know, all this shit that these pastors ain't supposed to be doing. They drink, they smoke, they out here doing what it is that they doing, and it's fuck
Mm-hmm.
our life.
Yes,
You'll
dear.
make it. Shit, just keep on bringing me what you bringing me. You'll make it. It's pastors out there divvying up your 10%. All you got to do is give. Once you give your 10%, that's why they want to keep you giving it. 10%. So, okay, you gave $50. That means you make $500 a week. Okay, well, shit. Granted, keep a law. You keeping a law? Man, I was
Man.
in church one time, and I'm gonna make it quick. I was in church. I joined this church, and every Sunday I would put $1 in the envelope with no name or nothing on it. Pastor came up about 2 3 weeks just go by. He come up one Sunday and was like, you know, I just want to say to the congregation, you know, we need you to make sure you put your name and everything on your envelope, you know, because we want to know who giving. So for the next few months, I was still doing the same thing. I'm putting one motherfucking dollar in the envelope and I'm putting that motherfucker in the collection plate. So he knew it was me. Cause nigga, you got a log. I'm the only motherfucker you ain't logging. Again, he steps up to the I want to say again to the congregation, but this time he was looking right in my face. I want to say you need to put your name on your envelopes when you put your money in the collection plate. And nigga, I stopped going to that church because nigga, all you want to know is who in the fuck putting this $1 in this motherfucking envelope because I need to talk to you.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's the thing too when you go to like a small church, because I remember being a member of a small church, and at the time I was like, okay, you know, I'm trying to get into this thing of paying tithes and offerings and stuff. So I think I had maybe lost my job or something at the time, so I had stopped doing what I was doing, and the secretary came to me and she was like, we haven't got no money from you in a few weeks, and we normally use the money that you pay with your tithes to pay the electric bill. And I'm like, what? You use my specifically my money? I'm like, I didn't know that's what y'all did. So,
I would
you
have been
know.
like, excuse me, but I don't mean to be rude, but hey, I might not pay a few Sundays just hard out here for a player.
Tina.
What that say? Go back. What was that? What was said? No,
Everyone.
everyone. No live. Everyone should support. No, everyone. No live. No, everyone.
We don't
No
get what you
live.
saying, Tina.
Everyone should support.
I
East side
see
though.
everyone should
Damn, it
support.
sound positive. East side. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, man, I
that's
like this
crazy.
tantalizing Thursday shit. Y'all be having some
bro.
shit on this bitch.
I be
Y'all
trying
be
to
having
tell
some
you,
little,
baby.
y'all be having some little stroker music on here. You hear me? God damn, no. Shit.
So while
You
y'all
know.
enjoying the stroker music, I'm gonna
Mhm.
jump in there and do my job, because you know
Okay, then.
next week, they will be giving away AirPods.
Yes,
But you
indeed.
have to be a subscriber and you have to follow. So make sure that you are in order to win the AirPods. And then this coming Sunday, Mr. Drummond will be at the Point Event Center along with Tay Gunna, Jag, and Honey. Mr. Drummond will be out there with his drink signature 7 martinis.
7.
Yeah, and then the council will be interviewing Rob Davis, from the Point Event Center. So come out. It's a pop-up shop from 12 to 6. The information will be posted on Facebook. It'll be posted on Instagram. So make sure you guys come out and support. Come out, get you a Signature 7 drink. See what's going on with the Point Event Center, because you may need an event center or a hall or something coming up soon, and I'm sure Rob can give you guys some really good deals on that too. Yep. So, you know me, I got to do my job. Still.
SG. We appreciate it, SG. We appreciate that, because without you, like I said, we ain't shit.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but you know.
SG, you hold us down.
I help y'all out a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, make sure y'all come out there and check us out. We're going to have that interview going on. Check out some of the pop-up stuff they got going on and whatnot. But make sure you check out my brother's Signature 7 drink. Trust me, by me, I don't even drink liquor or no shit like that. But hey, I drink his shit, and I guaranteed you gonna love it. Any flavor you put your hands on, you gonna love it.
I make them myself.
Cucumber is good. I'm trying to tell you.
Actually, I think that's the one that he let me try when we were out at the Sunday Blues at the park.
Mm-hmm.
Slapping.
Yeah. And
on ice, huh?
My wife named it too. She named that the Q come her.
I can see why.
Put that up, SG. Put it up how it look. Do how the name look. Q come her.
Saying yes.
Q come her.
Hey, what's the other one that I tried? What's the other one? The caramel. What's that?
Caramel apple martini.
Yeah. What's the? What, I mean, I know you got a name for it. I think
it's just the caramel. That one just the caramel apple martini right now. I ain't put a name to them yet. I gotta find a name for that one.
See if the audience will give you a name for it. See if they'll come up with something sexy for it.
It's a caramel apple martini. Give me a beautiful name for it, and I'll use it. Thank you, Tay Gonna Be.
Girl, that's the problem. I love black church trying to teach my adult children, which are black and white, so they experience.
Hey.
We hear you, Tina.
I swear we do.
Tina love a good shout. That's what that is.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. That's it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it,
man. She done took care of her whole family before.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
For real.
Tina, man.
Thank you for tuning in.
Tina. It's my dog.
But what I'm gonna say to where we going with this, where we at, SD.
Final thoughts. Your final thoughts, Mr. Drummond.
What you think?
Tay Gunna.
What you think?
Well, my final thoughts is I'm not gonna tell you to shy away from any church or no thing like that. If you believe in the Lord, if you believe in Jesus, please continue to do so. If you don't believe in Jesus, I can't give you no advice on that, so I'm gonna keep on moving with that. So this is what I'm saying. Please stay away from the janky pastors, like the janky promoters. Please stay away from the janky pastors, because they'll suck you dry. You know what I'm talking about? So on that note, believe in something great.
Niggas say.
Right, what was that?
Who, me?
Shout out to Aaron Judge. I see he's watching tonight.
He said, bam. Yeah, boy.
He put his little shout dance up, you know. He loves a good shout too.
Shouting right now for you. Yeah.
What up,
I mean, like they said.
What up, dog?
As far as final thoughts from my end of it, I would just say, like Mr. Drummond said earlier, that it is a lot of great spiritual leading pastors out here, and you know, it's just unfortunate that, you know, it's a couple bad apples out there that tries to spoil it. But as long as you are moving forward, seeking what you need to seek, and letting you be guided by the right spirit, then hopefully you'll be guided to a very spiritual leader that's not trying to get you for your bread. So as far as my final thoughts, just keep in prayer is what I can say, so that you can be guided to where you need to be. That's it for me.
Man, shit. My final thoughts is shit. Do I have any? Shit. How can you even come behind that? SG.
My bad. I told you I grew up in the church, so I'm sorry.
I did too. Older than you, SG. Eastside though. Bam. You know what I'm saying? But to you skanking pastors that's leading people down the wrong path, skanking people out their money, out of their faith, out of their path.
Go ahead.
You cheating people, and I'm gonna give you a hardy.
I ain't gonna bleep you tonight.
That's a final finger.
But now I'm all them good pastors and that I put over here to the side, I'm gonna bring them back over here.
Yes,
To all you good pastors, keep preaching, keep saving souls, because it's evident that they ain't, because they all about that green.
And thank you.
And I want to thank you for always being real pastors and leading your people to the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Those are my final thoughts. To smoke responsibly.
Yes, sir.
Drink responsibly. And take care of your motherfucking kids. Eastside. Bam. Oh. Check us out tomorrow night on the council.
We going ape shit tomorrow.
I'll be right back at you again.
Oh, goodness.
We'll be right back at you again tomorrow night on the council. But for Tantalizing Thursday, thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for chatting. SG, good night. Eastside.
Good night, y'all.